Hello everyone, Jobexi here, and welcome to Let's Play Mario Party 3. Oh shizzle. That was an amazing victory, Mario. Allow me to give you the wit star stamp. Wait a second.
I'm the best.
How could you forget Wario's tremendous wit? You can't claim the wit star stamp yet. Fine, we shall decide this in a one-on-one battle on Gate Guy's Duel map.
Yahoo!
Oh yeah. Okay. I am going to save the James. Saving the James state. Making sure it restores. Okay, it does. Because I want to keep all the S ranks, and if I get something lousy, I want to be able to redo it. Do you want to hear the dual map rules? Yes, let's hear the dual map rules. Next stop is the dual rule map. But first I'll explain the dual map rules. Listen closely and remember what I say. Okay, now on with the explanation. Welcome to the rules map. I'm going to explain all the dual map rules in detail, so listen carefully. The dual maps are for two-player competitions. Your objective is to knock your opponent's stamina down to 0. You'll use your partners to chip away at your opponent's stamina. Did you get that? Okay, now I'm going to explain the rules as we follow the flow of the game. Of course, the first thing you'll do is determine turn order. The Millennium Star will spin round and round, and when he stops, turn order is decided by the result, heads or tails. If he stops on heads, Mario goes first, even if he's not playing. If he stops on tails, Luigi goes first. Okay, let the spinning begin! It's heads, so moving first, in the blue corner, is Mario.
Yahoo!
And moving second, in the red corner, is Luigi. Okay, now I'll explain how you'll work together with your partners. Your partners actually attack your opponent for you, and they guard you from attack, so they are very helpful. Each partner has his or her own attack, stamina, and salary ratings. The attack rating shows how much damage the partner does to your opponent. If your partner's attack is 2, your opponent's stamina will fall 2 points when attacked. When your partner's stamina reaches 0, your partner vanishes. A partner's salary is the number of coins you must pay that partner each turn. You must pay salaries at the beginning of each turn, so if you don't have enough coins, your partners will leave you. You'd better pay attention to how much you have. And each character starts the game with a different partner, so plan your strategy in advance and then decide which character you'll use. Next, choose where your partner will walk, front or rear. After choosing all game settings, each player will get 10 coins. That's all there is to say about partners, so let's move on to an explanation of the boards. First, I'll explain the different spaces. This is a basic space. If you stop on a basic space, you can turn it into your own space. A picture of your character's face will show up on each of your spaces. If you stop on one of your opponent's spaces, your opponent will steal your coins. But you can receive coins when you stop on your own space. The number of coins obtained or stolen on basic spaces depends on the turn. On turns 1 through 5, 3 coins will be stolen. On turns 6 through 10, 5 coins will be stolen. On turns 11 through 15, 8 coins will be stolen. After turn 15, 10 coins will be stolen. This is a minigame space. When you stop on a minigame space, a one-on-one duel minigame will begin. Tick-tock hop. If you win the minigame, you get 10 coins, so be sure to give it your all. This is a Game Guy space. A Game Guy minigame will begin when you land here. You have to risk all of your coins when you play a Game Guy minigame. If you win a lot, but if you lose all the coins you have. This is a power-up space. When you land here, you can double the attack on one or both of your partners. It is the perfect chance to take the lead, but salary doubles too, so use it wisely. If you have a chance, because these are random numbers that you're rolling. This is a backspace. If you land here, a dice block appears. When you hit it, you move that many spaces backward. This is a happening space. Some kind of event will occur when you land on one of these spaces. Depending on the event, you may be able to take control of the game. Next, I'll tell you about the characters you'll meet as you move around the board. This is Belltop. You'll meet him on each of the different board maps. When you pass Belltop, the number on the bell on his head will count down. And when that number reaches 0, the other player will be called to Belltop's space, and as a bonus, the two of you will compete in a minigame for more coins than usual. Making the most of Belltop's games is one of the key strategic points to winning on Duel maps. When you make one lap around the board, a special event will occur. First, the Millennium Star will present 10 coins to you. Then you'll get to choose another partner. When you do, you have to decide whether to put that character in the front or in the rear. One time out of every 3, you'll get to try the Lucky Roulette. The Lucky Roulette spins more slowly, making it easier to get the partner you want. If you place the same partner both in the front and the rear, something special might happen. There's definitely a benefit. You should give it a try. So that's what happens when you complete one lap. Now let me explain how to attack your opponent. If you have a partner with you when you pass or land on the same space as your opponent, the battle will begin. For example, let's say Mario passes Luigi. In this case, the Goomba in front of Mario will attack the Toad standing behind Luigi. The Goomba's attack power is 2, but Toad's stamina is only 1, so Toad will be defeated. But it doesn't end there. The Goomba's remaining attack power of 1 goes directly to Luigi. But there might be times when your partner's attack fails. Of course, if the attack does fail, your opponent won't take any damage. And if you bump into your opponent while moving backward, like this, then the partner in the rear will attack. And if you're attacked while you don't have any partners, then your character will be attacked directly. And if neither you nor your opponent have any partners who are able to attack, then there won't be any battle at all. Alright, I think that's enough of the explanation of battles. Now I'll tell you a bit more about each of the partners. Of course, this guy is first. Koopa Troopa. His ratings are 1-2-1. His attacks aren't very powerful, but he has decent stamina. He's best used for defense. Next, I'll tell you about Goomba and his blindingly fast attacks. I think you'll like him. He uses a far-reaching kick. His ratings are 2-1-2. He has a pretty good attack, so he's a good partner to place in front. Okay, now I'll introduce you to the champion of childishness, Toad.
Yeah!
Check this out. If he's with you, your opponent can't steal coins when you land on his space. Toad's ratings are 1-1-1. I guess his ratings are kind of childish too, haha. And now, the one you've been waiting for, a bomb! A bomb jumps over your opponent's partners for a direct attack. A bomb's ratings are 1-1-3. Unfortunately, once he blows his top, he's all done. I guess that's kind of a weakness. Now it's time to introduce you to someone with true offensive and defensive spirit. Boo!
Whoa!
When Boo gets attacked, that damage gets sent right back to the attacker. Boo's rankings are 2-1-3. Attack! Defend! Your strategy will determine whether you stick Boo in the front or rear. Now it is time to tell you about the king of defense, Womp. He is built from the very essence of power. Womp's ratings are 0-4-3. His attack rating of 0 is a definite minus, so be sure he's in the defensive position. Next, I'll introduce the biggest set of jaws in the block, Chomp. The ratings for this mighty chomp are 1-6. His mighty jaws can take a bite out of every member of your opponent's team. Now get ready to meet the so-called partner pulverizer, Thwomp. He can take out any partner with a single blow. Here's how his ratings stack up. 0-2-4. His mighty pound is amazing. Unfortunately, he won't lay a hand on your opponent. So we now move on to the hurler of hefty snowballs, Mr. Blizzard.
Whoa!
He lobs his snowballs at the farthest character. Let's take a look at Mr. Blizzard's ratings. 1-3-2. With so much stamina, he's a good defensive player, but his long bombs can also be a plus. Okay, who's next? That's right, this guy's performance is really hit or miss. Baby Bowser. There's a 2 in 5 chance that he'll transform into Bowser himself. Here's what Baby Bowser can do. 1-1-3. When he turns into Bowser, he does 3 times as much damage. But if he fails to transform, he can't attack at all. I guess it all comes down to luck. Next in line is the masked dynamo, Sniffit. Sometimes he manages to pull from 2 to 4 coins out of nowhere to start the turn. 2-2-5. He's a well-balanced partner, so you can stick him wherever you like and he'll do just fine. But he does get a pretty high salary. And finally, the greatest offensive power of the bunch, Piranha Plant. If you have a Piranha Plant at your side when you finish moving, he may be able to find Ice Block that lets you move up to 3 extra spaces. His ratings are 315. If you're going to say anything about him, it has to be that he's the fiercest of the bunch. But with a stamina of only 1, make sure you don't put him in the rear by mistake. Well, that's all there is to say about all of your potential partners. Finally, I have a little advice for each of you. Regardless of who your partner is, you have to pay up. So rather than just going for the toughest partners, choose those you think you can afford. If you just add a couple of high-priced muscle men, they'll be gone before you know it. And with that, I think I'll finish up my explanation of the duel map. Play as often as you can and try to develop your own strategy for winning. I can't wait to see who will be the greatest of all. I'll see you later. Yeah. Thank you for watching this episode of Let's Play Mario Party 3. If you'd like to see more, click the video on the left to be taken to that playlist. If you'd like to see a random video on my channel, click the video on the right. And of course, you're always welcome to subscribe to be notified when I produce more excellent content. Thank you so very much for watching, and I will see you in the comments.